Welcome back, this is the 7th patch of the year. It's a relatively small scale patch note, but we do have big news for you, so stay tuned. First up is the long-awaited remake of Skarner. His passive applies a quaking stack to enemies for every auto attack, Q, or his ultimate. 3 quaking stacks deal % max health damage for their duration. Next, Skarner's Q picks up a rock from the ground, empowering his next 3 auto attacks with bonus damage, range, and attack speed. The third attack deals significant damage and slows the target. You can also throw the rock by recasting Q, but it would end the skill duration. Skarner's W damages and slows down nearby enemies while granting him a shield. His E makes him ignore the terrain and dash forward. He grabs the first enemy champion or large monster he collides with and stuns it if collided against a wall. Finally, his ultimate is a non-target skill that suppresses and drags up to 3 enemy champions. Skarner carries them for 1.5 seconds and gains additional movement speed if an enemy champion is successfully suppressed. Coming up are the updates on champions. Kayn and Sylas receive buffs while Fiora and Volibear get nerfed. Olaf gets a huge jungle buff in this patch. His Q now deals bonus damage to jungle monsters, his W's duration has increased, and his E's base damage has been buffed. Galio receives another buff in this patch. The AP ratio of his passive increased, as did the base damage of his E skill. Riot thought Smolder's nerf was a little bit too much on the last patch. Smolder got an armor buff and an increase to his Q skill's crit chance. Lux gets a buff to the AP ratios in her passive and her Q. Nasus got buffs to his passive's lifesteal and Q's base damage. We will see no more of Rell in the jungle lane. Riot removed the bonus damage to monsters from her Q, W, and E skills. It seems like Riot doesn't want to see Rek'sai in the top lane either. Rek'sai gets a nerf to her passive's healing, which weakens her sustainability. Karma's W will root the enemy longer, and the shield from Mantra E for allies are buffed to probably increase the pick rate of support Karma rather than mid. Next, Sona undergoes adjustments to all of her skills except her ult. The damage of her passive Q, W's heal, and the movement speed of her E will increase, but the AP ratio of her Q will be nerfed. Nami's damage from her W and E got nerfed while her W's healing amount is buffed. I think what they intend is to weaken the effectiveness of supports going damage items. Camile gets a late game buff to her Q's cooldown and movement speed, but the damage of her E gets nerfed, which also seems to be an action to weaken support Camile. Last, here are the item changes. Most of the nerfs are to the damage of support items. Take some time to get a good look. Okay, that is all I got for you today. I will see you guys on the next patch.